Hello and welcome to the Convo. My name is Ashley and I'm a licensed clinician. Convos with Ash is a place where we come together to discuss topics such as mental health, lifestyle, and everything in between. Today is a story time, but I also want to discuss a very touchy subject, which is, should you apologize to your kids? So if you're interested in hearing more about this topic, please stay tuned. So just to provide a little bit of context, I want to talk a little bit about my background history growing up as it relates to this topic. Growing up as a child, it was my experience that I don't recall my parents ever really apologizing for anything. What I mean is, even if my parents made a mistake or raised their voice or I got in trouble, but it really wasn't my fault, they never apologized. It was just a matter of, I'm the parent, what's done is done, let's move forward. And as a child, I didn't really think much of it. It wasn't until I became an adult and a parent myself that I took a closer look at this. I am a mother of two little boys, their ages 6 and 8. Here recently, I was in the middle of something and it was time sensitive and I had to get something taken care of, and my kiddos wanted me to see something or watch them do something, and I kept explaining to them, I get to you guys in a minute, give mommy a few minutes, I'll be right with you in a few minutes. It was maybe on the third or fourth time I had a little bit of an episode. I found myself raising my voice, yelling, telling them, didn't I tell you that I'll be with you guys in a minute? I'll get with you guys shortly. And, I had to catch myself. The boys ended up leaving the room. I took a few minutes to reflect on what had just happened, and I realized that I overreacted. There were other ways in which I could have expressed to them what I needed to express without reacting like I did. So as I said, I took a few minutes, reflected by myself. I found my kiddos in the next room, told them, let's shut the TV off, let's have a convo. And I said to them, a few minutes ago when you all were asking mommy for something and mommy was yelling and things like that, and they both said yes, shook their head yes. And I explained to them that mommy was wrong for how I reacted. Mommy became frustrated, but I reacted in not so nice of a way. I explained to them that moving forward, I'm going to do better. And I asked them if they could forgive me. They looked at each other and they looked at me and they said, Mommy, I forgive you. And that just melted my heart, because I feel like I broke a bit of a cycle in that moment, and that was really important for me. So the title of this video is, should you apologize to your kids? My answer would be yes. I think some of us still carry the ideals and the mentality that we were raised with, and sometimes we have to come to the conclusion that it's time for a change. It's time to break that cycle. It's time to learn and to educate ourselves so that we can do better. And one of the ways in which we do that and we make that change and make that shift is to notice when we're wrong, identify when we're wrong, check ourselves when we're wrong, and realize that it's okay to apologize. It's okay to say that you're wrong. It's okay to express ways in which you will do things better the next time around. You want to be sure to own your behaviors, own your actions. You want to model the behaviors that you want to see more of. So if you don't want to see your children slamming doors or yelling or having tirades around the home, then you want to model the opposite behavior. You want to let them know that it's okay to say that I'm wrong. It's a good thing to apologize when you're wrong and own those actions. And it's also good to express those feelings so that you can avoid those types of responses in the future. It's also key when discussing these things with your kiddos to talk about how to avoid these things in the future. It's also important to talk to your kiddos about ways in which we can avoid these types of responses in the future. In my case, I told my kiddos that I would make sure that if I'm in the middle of something and they want me to see something, that I'm clear with them, hey, it's gonna take me an hour or so to complete what I'm doing. I will get with you guys then, and be more specific. All in all, apologizing to your kiddos not only helps you own your feelings and actions, but it also teaches your kiddos how to apologize, how to take accountability and responsibility for their actions, and how to express themselves overall. Well, once again, I thank you so much for listening and tuning in to this convo. If you're interested in seeing more content like this, please subscribe to the channel. And leave me a comment below. Tell me whether or not you think it's okay to apologize to your kiddos. Tell me about a time where maybe you had a similar incident and you found yourself apologizing. Or perhaps you were having an internal battle trying to determine if you should apologize to your kiddos for something. I'd like to hear more. Thanks again for tuning in. See you in the next video. Peace.